cancer exploded the wall of my disconnection. I suddenly understood that the crisis in my body was the crisis in the world, and it wasn't happening later. It was happening now. Suddenly my cancer was a cancer that was everywhere, the cancer of cruelty, the cancer of greed, the cancer that gets inside people who live downstream from chemical plants and they're usually poor, the cancer inside the coal miner's lungs, the cancer of stress for not achieving enough, the cancer of buried trauma, the cancer in caged chickens and polluted fish, the cancer in women's uteruses from being raped, the cancer that is everywhere from our carelessness. In his new and visionary book, New Self, New World, the writer Philip Shepard says, "If you are divided from your body, you are also divided from the body of the world, which then appears to be other than you or separate from you, rather than the living continuum to which you belong." Before cancer, the world was something other. It was as if I was living in a stagnant pool and cancer dynamited the boulder that was separating me from the larger sea. Now I am swimming in it. Now I lay down in the grass and I rub my body in it, and I love the mud on my legs and feet. Now I make a daily pilgrimage to visit a particular weeping willow by the Seine. And I hunger for the green fields in the bush outside Bukavu. And when it rains hard rain, I scream and I run in circles. I know that everything is connected. And the scar that runs the length of my torso is the markings of the earthquake, and I am there with the 3 million in the streets of Port-au-Prince. And the fire that burned in me on day 3 through 6 of chemo is the fire that is burning in the forest of the world. I know that the abscess that grew around my wound after the operation, the 16 ounces of pus, is the contaminated Gulf of Mexico. And there were oil-drenched pelicans inside me and dead floating fish. And the catheters they shoved into me without proper medication made me scream out the way the earth cries out from the drilling. And in my second chemo, my mother got very sick. And I went to see her. And in the name of connectedness, the only thing she wanted before she died was to be brought home by her beloved Gulf of Mexico. So we brought her home, and I prayed that the oil wouldn't wash up on her beach before she died. And gratefully, it didn't. And she died quietly in her favorite place. And a few weeks later, I was in New Orleans, and this beautiful spiritual friend told me she wanted to do a healing for me, and I was honored. And I went to her house, and it was morning, and the morning New Orleans sun was filtering through the curtains. And my friend was preparing this big